Hi Capricorn, welcome back. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to Destiny Calling Tarot. So this is going to be a reading for the time frame of July 16th through July 31st, 2020. How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? Is everyone taking care of themselves? Is everyone taking care of their mental health, their physical health? Are you guys staying balanced? Very important, very, very crucial at this time. All right, guys, let's do a few deep breathing exercises here. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, deep breath. And when you're exhaling, you can just imagine that you are releasing all of the toxicity from your body. You're exhaling anything that is yucky and just really not helping your energies, right? Things that have served their purpose and that no longer belong in your energy field. So let's clear them out and bring in the positive, the yummy, the juicy, really good stuff. Because we are worth it and we deserve it, right? All right, everyone. So this is a general reading here for the Capricorn Collective. So where it is general, just keep in mind if specific messages don't resonate with you. It really means that those particular messages weren't meant for you and somebody else was meant to get that message. So don't try to force the message just to kind of make it fit to your situation, right? We want to make sure that it truly does resonate with you. Also, dates here are general guidelines, so you may possibly notice that the energies are coming towards you a few days, weeks before and after these dates. We are certainly on all parts of our journey, but as the collective, we are definitely going through many of the same common thoughts and patterns and feelings right now. There's definitely a big, it's almost as if there's been somewhat of a shift from, it goes back and forth from a fear-based mentality in the general, in the overall collective, and then it goes to an anger kind of phase where there's a lot of built up tension and anger in our energies globally, and it's kind of back and forth from fear to anger. So it's going to hopefully soon turn around where people are focusing on coming out of that lower vibration and making a real conscious effort to do the work and allow yourself to succeed by being in one of the higher vibrational energies. And by doing that, simply self-work, self-care at this time, by doing that, helping yourself is actually helping a really big part of the puzzle, which makes up the whole. So if everyone can take care of themselves, take responsibility for the self right now, you're actually doing such good work for the entire well-being of the whole, right? Okay. I'm going to take another deep breath, and that's going to help us to bring in the positive. Ready? Pretty centered into the energies here. So I'm going to ask that Spirit please provide messages. So I'm going to be messages for the Capricorn Collective. Messages, Spirit, did you feel you would like to have come forward for the Capricorn Collective? And this is going to be to cover the time frame of July 16th through July 31st, 2020. Just going to have a little bit more patience. These are your cards, guys. Let's have a look. What is in store? We'll save those until the end, and we'll look at the tarot in just a moment. First up, we're going to look at your energy oracle cards. So this first card is the overall energy for the entire read here today. You have Cow Spirit. I have the animal oracle deck. It says the miracles are endless. Wow, look at that. You truly can make miracles manifest in your reality. And for some of you as well, the number 15 at the top could very well be a synchronistic or a symbolic number for you, with specific messages maybe coming forward from spirit and your spirit guides. And if I have the book, I will read from the book. I don't believe I have it here, so likely I was not called to read directly from the book on that one. So we have miracles are endless. I have a second energy oracle card here from the chakra deck. Wisdom. You're obviously gaining wisdom throughout your journey, throughout your experiences, which are bringing you to the point here where you're able to endlessly experience miracles in your reality. So you're in a pretty good place at this point, and we're going to take a look here at the law of attraction. This message says worrying about illness can create more illness. So based on what's going on globally right now, this is not too much of a shock that there is concern regarding this, right? There is concern. It's normal, it's natural. This is how the law of attraction can help you in your life to deal with this situation. It says, when you give your attention to something, your potential for attracting it is increased. The more vivid the details, the more likely you are to attract it into your experience. And so, any negative emotion you feel while observing something is your indication that you are negatively attracting. So if you're negatively focusing on illness, you are attracting illness to you. If you're positively focusing on health and harmony and joy and abundance, then you're really focusing on bringing into your 3D reality health and harmony and joy and abundance, right? Whatever you throw out there with that boomerang effect is what will be coming back at you. So the number 18, it's the top corner here, right here, that could possibly be synchronistic for some of you, may have some type of numerology, or not synchronicity, symbolism attached to it. All right, let's have a look at the tarot. Yeah, I can instantly say you have two major arcana. Two major arcana. And I can tell you at this point, it is all about, you have alchemy right here. So it is all about you really taking control of your own destiny, you really taking control of manifesting in your life what you've always desired. You're really you're allowing yourself to become charged with positive energy. You're allowing yourself to be filled up, and you're allowing that beautiful soul of yours, that light, that shining light that you have within, you're letting it out into the universe. You're shining your light so, so bright during this time. Anything that is coming into your vicinity, into your environment, you are an alchemist at this time. And basically, you are able to kind of transmute those energies, especially the lower energies of fear and anger, and you're really able to kind of dissolve them and allow for you to experience all of the good things that we were put here to experience. This is truly our birthright, to live a life of happiness, a life of health, a life of wealth, a life of joy, a life of abundance, right? So we have forgotten that, unfortunately. I think during this time, all of the people who are currently awaking are coming back to the realization that this is the way it's meant to be. We're not here. We weren't put here to struggle. Knight of Cups, first tarot. I think what's happening here is your energy is allowing you really to be in kind of a dreamland, daydreaming, using a lot of imagination here, kind of coming up with fantasies of your own. You may currently be in a situation where you're going through an illusion, and it's almost as if you recognize that it is an illusion, but it's something that is bringing joy and happiness to you. So you're very much working with that energy, and the only danger with that could be this can turn into infatuation. So that's just a message for some to be cautious. Yeah, so there's definitely there's a masculine energy for some coming towards you, and this is all about someone who is not able to see things for the way that they are, someone who is maybe not as experienced in life as you are. He's just not going to be, how do I say? This energy is just, it's about, it's a little bit of immaturity, I guess is the best way to put it. So when you look at that and your energies are full of wisdom, it's kind of just a bad, how do I say, a bad compatibility. You're not terribly compatible, so it could be a little bit of a struggle with this individual. So that is a message for some, and then for others it's really about you being in that state of daydreaming, you being in that state of just imagination, and really focusing on things, regardless if it's reality or not, things that make you feel good, things that make you happy, right? Nine of Wands. The wonderful thing about your life is it's your internal world, and you can create what you please, right? So this is really nice energy to see, Capricorn. It's telling me that of course there are going to be challenges coming along the way. That's life, you know. We have ups and downs. It's how we evolve. It's definitely part of our evolution, and it needs to happen to provide us with the experience that we've come here on Earth to go through. But the Nine of Wands energy gives you a lot of determination energy. I do sense for some it is a bit of a fear mentality. So it's really telling you to free up your mental space right now. You're going to want to protect yourself as much as possible from the fear mentality. So when things are in your environment, maybe you're listening to the news for a few hours a day, and that's really getting into your subconscious, and it's creating fear. So this might be something, a little bit of a change in your habits. So if there's something in your environment and it's focusing on generating fear within you, you need to kind of step back from it for this moment in time anyway. But a really great card here with the Magician card, Major Arcana, right? So earlier when I was mentioning, this is you being the alchemist. This is you really being able to, you can see it in your mind's eye. You can feel the way it feels to actually have it, even though you don't have it in the physical 3D. And the feeling that you're generating before you actually have it, the feeling as though you do have it, is what's attracting it directly to you. And you're understanding this on a very deep level. So with the alchemy situation here, and I did mention that there are going to be challenges that come along the way, because that's realistically just a part of life, right? So with this energy, you are going to be able to take those challenges with your wisdom here. You're going to be able to not only deal with these challenges in a very how do I say that? Competent way, I guess. You're also going to be experiencing endless miracles, miracle manifestation. I think that might be actually what I'll title this video, because you're definitely not only in a really great manifestation phase, but you're in that miracle manifestation stage. It really just feels like things are really lining up for you. So if you feel like you need to take action, you can do that now, because things are very much working in your favor, Capricorn. So this both relates to your relationships and possible business enterprises, projects, trips even. Yeah, there could be an awful lot of, all of a sudden, communication, a lot of texting back and forth, a lot of email communications, phone calls, whatever it may be, a lot of just a lot of communication here. So it's as though there's a planning phase here for something that is getting started here in your energies. So it's really nice to see, because you're taking advantage of the Magician energy to its fullest potential while you can. 10 of Cups, look at that. Beautiful energy of family, love, home, security, children. Some of you are spending a lot more time with your children than you have in recent times, and you're really starting to appreciate each and every moment that you do get to spend together, and you're making a commitment to keep that up, understanding that the kids are going to grow so quick and be out living their own lives, right? So it's super important for you right now, and it's just a part of this beautiful energy coming in for you, where you very much are making your children, if you have children, a big part of your free time, I guess is the best way to put it. But this is just telling me that you are blessed. You are blessed on the home front. You are, some people can have a little bit of, it's two different things. Some people have a little bit of possibility to have a love bond really deepen in romance, and then others have just really a really great social connection to grow your social network and to really thrive during this time. So if there was anything also, keeping relationships not toxic, but in really just an unnecessary negative space. This is about really allowing for these energies to really do a lot of good things in your life, right? It's going to allow any type of disagreements that you've had, you're coming back together, and you're really just kind of allowing things to work as a whole. You understand that you can't continue this way, and just in the spirit of togetherness, you're working through things right now. So that's really lovely, lovely energy for you. 3 of Cups, look at that. 3 of Cups at the top. It says abundance. I feel as though some of you have been strapped with the cash flow, and there is potential of having this abundance come towards you, and I feel as though you are putting this towards a celebration. You're putting this towards having fun. You're putting this towards indulging during this time. So you obviously feel as though this is something that you deserve, this is something that you've worked hard for, and you're really starting to see that maybe the income that has dropped in recent times is starting to increase again. So you're kind of feeling as though it's time to spoil yourself, time to celebrate with a little bit of extra spending money maybe. Yeah, it's just an energy of a little bit of indulgence. It's nothing over the top. It's just, having that ability to every once in a while treat yourself, right? All right, so we have Major Arcana. It's the Emperor card, Emperor energies. So again, this could go back to the male energies that we had earlier. It doesn't have to be. For some of you, if it is relating to your own masculine energies, because we do all have a bit of male and female energies. So specifically for you, this is about you really wanting to have order in your life. This is about, it's also very symbolic of wisdom. So some of you are really focusing on that order. You're putting things in order. You're checking all different areas maybe of your life that have been neglected, and you're really getting things into tip-top shape during this time. For others, it's all about setting boundaries. Boundaries are going to be so important, especially if you are dealing, like I mentioned earlier, with a masculine energy that has potential to very much need setting of boundaries. So this is a Major Arcana, so that would be a pretty, it's much more intense energy than a Minor Arcana there. All right, Princess of Pentacles. Get your pentacles. Make sure you guys can see. And then you have 7 of Swords. This does relate to some as far as really a lot of communication coming forward, as I mentioned earlier, so it's a double indication of that. This really the biggest thing that I get for the Capricorn collective with this energy here is really about your environment. You're focusing on who is in your environment, who you're sharing your environment with, who is needing boundaries, right? What else? Oh, there's something there. It's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, so it's really just about focusing and making sure that any of the negativity in your environment is squashed, right? We don't want it around us. We don't want it lingering. We're just not having it, right? So that's great. That's protecting yourself and your energies, and you have every right to do so. Last card is Seven of Swords. So again, this it very much represents the negative people. So this is another indication, yet again, that you need to protect your energies from any negative individuals around you. That's a really big message for a lot of the Capricorn collective. Okay, let's have a look at, I have one inspirational gratitude message. It says, I see my parents as tiny children who need love. So this could very well be how you're relating to your parents at this time. And on the back it says, I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I know that I choose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free. And I set myself free. So this is really about understanding that generation to generation, there are likely things that have been passed down from generation to generation in your family, and maybe you're starting to see some patterns that your parents experienced through their upbringing and their childhood. And it's kind of really reflecting their characteristics that they have as your parents and adults today. So this is really just understanding that anything that needs to be forgiven between you and them, you really are just setting that burden free. You don't want to carry that burden, so you're really just setting them and yourself free. Now, last inspirational message. So this is definitely an indication to be grateful for your parents if you have them in your life. The last message says, some difficult situations turn out to be great opportunities. So this really can go along very much with the wisdom here that you have acquired, the wisdom here that you've acquired. Unfortunately, usually it's through difficult situations, but it's a lesson learned, and we know going forward that this will be a lesson that we won't have to repeat. All right, so that's the end of your guys' reading. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I just want to mention there's a free personal read contest going on currently. So if you wanted to get your name in for that, all you have to do is simply drop a comment down below and you automatically get entered into that contest. So I'll announce the winner on the next read for you, Capricorn. Thank you to everyone who's provided lovely comments. There are so many beautiful souls here in this lovely community, and it really just inspires me to keep making video after video. So thank you for that. All right, guys, make sure that you are taking care of filling your own cup, right? We want to fill it so that it's overflowing. We have so much abundance, so that we can then go out into the world and share our beautiful bright light and help others in their time of need. So remember, guys, in a world where you can be anything, be free. Right, guys, talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.